lo que soy la ole maleatoa Joseph Parker AJ Anthony Joshua.
Remember, I said in the dressing room, I want a clean fight. Okay? Good luck.
Referee Giuseppe Quattarone calls for the bell. Would love to prove that he has more game than Parker Brothers, Al, and move one step closer to having a monopoly on the...
Once in a while, he's got to bait Joshua and then step in with the second and third jab like he did earlier into making a mistake.
Al, while Joshua highly respects the UK's greatest, and Joshua, one of his better attributes, Al, the fact, of course, he is confident. He is considered the man right now in the heavyweight division. Joshua feinting. Pain with his elbows, having that double elbow surgery, and there the left hook, and the referee
will get in this round or in the next couple.
Better head movement from Parker as well, though. And Parker utilizing his speed to get on the inside of Joshua momentarily there.
There's a couple good body shots. Stepping in with it, he's shooting it right from where he's at, and that's the kind of jab you're trying to use to draw a counter shot from
Joshua before coming back and scoring. A dramatic victory in what was the 2006. Joshua has a proficient jab and a vicious uppercut.
Yeah.
Just ask Vladimir Klitschko. Scheduled for 12 to unify 3 of the 4.
Great balance and great fundamentals.
Just past the midpoint of, and I would say impatiently so, Al Bernstein. Joshua continues to keep Parker on his back foot, trying to corral him hanging tough with Anthony Joshua. Feels that Parker, now completely healthy, has the best stick in the business. Anthony Joshua.
Overhand rights, and you don't want to see those punches land by Joshua if your Parker has landed in this fight. This fight has settled into a pace that Parker would like to continue if he can.
Parker doubling up with that.
The thing about Joshua,
right by Parker.
Just like Lewis, fundamentally really sound, and Olympic gold medalist. They've been close, but I just think geographically, another good counter jab by Joshua. But it's
unable to negotiate the distance.
Sometimes that jab is just to gain
underway. Joshua always waking up
for the athletic style that Parker is showing so far. And he's starting to react a little bit with counter. And that's what Parker needs to do. See that jab that he uses at times, a nice right hand to the body by Joshua. Trying to shoot those sharp shooting jabs and looking to just pot shot with sharp shots to Joshua, maybe frustrate him into.
Joshua with a huge 6-inch reach advantage.
Parker himself has landed a couple of decent right hands, but nothing thrown a number of them. Controlling things with the jab is vital for both men.
Definitely, I agree. What Parker has done is what he's nullified Joshua from doing, so it's been a little tit for tat in these first few rounds.
You can feel Joshua starting with
a lot of punches, but his jab is preventing Joshua from setting up any sustained.
Joshua and Parker looking to establish the jab early. He learns more from watching Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, he wants to add those.
Thing or two to say about that, but he knows he's a work in progress still.
Yeah, he does. You know, Joseph.
Anytime Joshua does get off some shots, he just shoots a counter jab. It's not going to knock you out. It's not going to hurt you. But what it does is it stops Joshua from.
The hook is the punch that Carlos Takama is able to land a lot of.
Oh, there's that short right uppercut on the inside.
Staying just outside of Parker's range, where Parker can only throw that baiting jab. He can't really step in and land a really good jab unless you can counter that counter. When you step in, obviously if you get counter, you're going to walk into the counter. But if you don't step in and you're just shooting in.
Final 10 seconds.
Their one common opponent, Carlos Takam, was able to land against Joseph Parker with some to throw in this fight, but if it's there, he'll throw it.
And Joshua, nice counter right by Parker.
Right hand.
Joshua's attention, because Joshua's settling into a pace where he's starting to get pressure off on Parker.
Very close rounds. And what kind of stuff?
Double jab by Parker, but
this fight settled into a pace.
A little too much, and that's not the kind of approach you want to take on a slick guy like Parker.
Big man, right down here to put in his hands. Let it go, mate. Good? One more back.
Joshua, one of 7 current champions representing the United Kingdom as he lands a punch on Parker.
A lot of the offense, Joshua's. Nice right.
Good 1-2 that landed for Parker.
He took him like 3 seconds to break that up. A lot of times, some more damage can be done.
Right hand by both in terms of his amateur background, although Joshua did win the Olympic gold medal. And there, Joshua landed a short right hand up.
And so far in this fight, he has used the movement very effectively.
Body shot, and Terrence landed.
2 of those majority wins, interestingly, and as you pointed out, they weren't thrilling fights and they weren't brilliant performances by him.
On that and then turn it into a hook.
And again, Parker lunging in with the double jab, misses with the right.
With Anthony Joshua, the one punch can change a fight.
Well, Parker said that he is here for war. He told us that did a right hand to the body, left hand upstairs.
And there's a little bit of a bad habit starting to develop for Joshua in this fight. He's going
for the first 4 rounds, virtually nothing happened, and Joshua did just enough to win most of those rounds.
Of course, Parker has never been in an atmosphere like this, and so far, Anthony Joshua has only been this far twice in his last 2 outings. And what about that narrow points loss to Ike Abiabuchi?
Joshua with that right hand.
I tell you, Joshua keeping his balance.
And Joshua with the counter right, and here we have our first exchange.
Counterpunching will make your defense better because the other guy won't throw as confidently.
Parker threw his first punch when he was 4.
Yeah, I don't hate the 10-10 so much, Steve. Why punish one guy just because he came
on the inside? To be honest, this is a flat performance. This is the most
Joshua and Parker.
He has slowed the pace of this fight appreciably in his own.
There's a left hand that lands for
trouble, and that was what Joshua wanted to kind of duplicate in this fight. Has
punches thrown in a heavyweight fight.
Ironic. Look at Parker.
Punching at the age of 4, entered his first boxing gym when he was 10. Joshua, the Freudian slip there, Al. He doesn't move as well as Parker does. Joseph Parker attacking the body from long distance, gets his head popped back with that Joshua.
Fix it.
When I last looked at the marquee, it did not read Giuseppe Quartarone. An improvement in his defense, Al.
Yeah, no question about that. I think that's the headline.
Parker tried to roll with it.
Just like our first fight of March Madness in the heavyweight division.
Joshua, the 6th heavyweight champion from the United Kingdom. No less an authority than the Eastern assassin Larry Holmes endorses it as the best in boxing. We're starting to maybe see why.
Get in the middle and breaking them.
There was no reason for him to be there.
I go back to what I said a couple rounds ago. This is why you need a physically big referee to referee. And I'm curious to see if Joshua starts to cut off the ring to the right. He steps over to the right. If he forces Parker.
For a ferocious left hook.
He was. And, of course, Kevin Berry was his trainer. And this is like deja vu for Berry again.
He's going straight back every time Parker puts more than 1 or 2 punches together. And that going straight back can get you caught.
Clubbing right hand by Joshua. You know that he wants Parker to be floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee here.
You see the consistency. Good hook by Parker.
Jab to the body.
Landed by Parker, so I have this a 1-point fight. I scored the second 10-10. Judges hate doing that.
His critics, his doubters, wrong. He wants to take the 3 championships with another jab, but doesn't follow up with that vaunted right hand, the painful anesthetic.
You need to pick the pace up a little bit now, all right? You feel good? Yeah, I feel good. Come on, mate, let's pick it up. Please, give me the fucking double. Bang, 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 come on. Right hand's got to
accept those clinches and look to the referee. That's, I think, someplace where he needs to be more aggressive.
Joshua again, yet to see any real sense of urgency from either Joshua or Parker. Highly tactical affair. 2013 against Afa Tatupu.
And cut could be dangerous because if it gets in his eye, he's blinding you.
Fight over 11 rounds or 10 plus rounds against Joshua, and he has done that.
Not bad at all.
Especially with those right hands.
Right, short right uppercut to the body. An uptick in the offensive output of Anthony Joshua.
But look at the distance they're fighting at.
But so far, Joshua unable to consistently impose his will.
Rhythm and disrupt your combinations, but also his herky-jerky defense. As I was saying before, Joshua, a lot of times, good body shots by Parker. A lot of times, and for me, honestly, a lot of the rounds are close. It could be a really close fight, but on the road, it's hard to get a decision. Maybe it didn't look like it did damage, but
there's a combination on Joshua.
You can make the case that Joshua in these final rounds has been more offensive than Parker.
Joshua may be too calm right now. Oh, they're again looking for that right uppercut. In heavyweight history, just the second involving undefeated champions as Parker going to the body with the jab. Has Parker backed up in the corner and again just whipping
The
with
scorecards than they should be, even if Joshua does get it.
Joshua does have a contractually mandated upset. Boxing's biggest global star.
And can Parker do something offensively?
I didn't see that out.
No.
Double jab by
Parker.
Joshua has Parker. Oh, a catapult right hand out of the corner by Parker. A minute left.
Parker caught in the left eye.
Parker has been cut before in his career back. Remember, it was Joseph Parker does not. As we see the scores from our unofficial scores.
And, you know, you'd figure he'd have the advantage being the shorter guy.
Yes, exactly. Even though Joshua is a good body puncher.
No, absolutely not bad.
Joshua has to take advantage of this battle of real estate. Exhort Anthony Joshua. Joshua looking to, again, try to stick the jab.
They said, everybody said going into this fight, both corners to control 12-round fighter. I know I'm ready to do it. I just haven't had to do it.
Again, the distance they're at. Anybody could land the punch here, but
together combinations throughout his career. He's known for his combination work, not so much in this fight.
That's a very astute comment, Marl. And again, the mothballs in this fight. The left hook, which I put in the keys because I thought it was going to be the major power punch.
And you see the attempt of the counter jab.
And again,
Parker nullifies how close they are. And this is a lot of this fight has been fought at this distance.
I think some fans might think Anthony Joshua. Another good jab by Joshua. Another jab by AJ, backing Parker to the corner.
To his right, and instead of stepping in too hard, he can leave enough space, but he's stepping in too hard, and he smothers himself once Parker bends.
A minute left in the black.
Especially with such a bigger puncher, especially with such a bigger puncher like Joshua. But I'm afraid this.
Joshua lands the jab, follows it, making his presence felt.
Yeah, with like 10 seconds left. It's ridiculous.
Well, New Zealand and Samoa, your boy Joseph Parker.
We go to the scorecards. Stephen Gray and Steve Weisfeld both have it 118 to 110. Ian Scott scores it 119 to 109. All three judges scored for the winner by unanimous decision. The Fighting Pride of the United Kingdom.